A huge Dogecoin update to talk about as we look right now and see the top companies in the world are currently Apple at number 1 with a market cap of $2.8 trillion. Then number 2 on the list in the entire world is Microsoft with a market cap of $2.4 trillion. As we continue to move down, we see Google right here, aka Alphabet, with 1.8 trillion. Then Saudi Aramco right there with 1.8 as well. Then we continue moving, Amazon with a market cap of 1.7. And then right at number 6 is the big company that obviously a lot of people who have money in Dogecoin are paying very close attention to right now. And that company is, of course, Tesla, with a market cap that is at around that $1 trillion area. So a massive market cap, putting Tesla at the very top of the entire world. And we're talking about a level of difficulty that's almost impossible to reach. The amount of companies that get anywhere near this level is extremely small. You don't see it often. And when you do, it's obviously because the perfect combination of skill and luck and effort and innovation went all together at one time, and over time that was able to grow into a massive company. As you come in, take a second to press the like button. It really just helps this video get out to as many people as possible. And if you're new to the channel, this is the fastest growing new channel on all of YouTube in 2021. 2021 is almost over though, so we're gonna have to try to see if we can do something cool in 2022 as well. So come join the channel, subscribe with notifications on. This is the place to be, the place where you can get all of the best content on the internet. So why not come and join? Our community is pretty awesome as we go and see more things happening. But let's try to get up to 500 viewers first by pressing enough like buttons. And then once we do, we're going to talk about the big story of the day, which I think is going to get a lot of us excited. And this comes at a time when we really want some additional Dogecoin excitement, because a lot of the news around Dogecoin lately has been, look, this happened, and it's not all good. Some of it's good, some of it's not. And so this is a very positive story in the right direction that I'm excited to talk about, no doubt about that, as we have also seen a number of interesting things happening right now when it comes to the entire market in China. Inside China's underground crypto mining operation, where people are risking it all to make Bitcoin. Ooh, interesting. China, as we know, has been cracking down more and more on BTC and the mining of it. As they do that, it is causing more and more people to say, well, I don't really like this whole communism thing that much. I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. And it's risky, but people are still doing it. A lot of people actually ended up going offline for a little bit and then coming right back on and mining again. Here's an interesting stat. At around 65 to 75% of the global market, it was currently, or for the period of time when China was on the top of the world with crypto mining and Bitcoin mining, they had around 65 to 75% of the global mining happening there. Now that is down to around 20%. And yes, it is technically true that a lot of that mining has been coming through pools, meaning people outside of there that then say, yeah, I'm mining through China. Now all of those pools are no longer mining through China. So that's really out of the discussion. Most of this 20% is actually real people who are in China and mining. And the government, clearly, this is a good sign. It means they don't have as much power as a lot of people were scared that they do have. And I mean, there's still some degree of fear, right? But at the same time, that degree of fear is something that people are starting to get around. Now, there's obviously consequences, but when you have a government that is doing things it's not supposed to be doing, this is obviously a very positive direction for people to be taking, fighting back a little bit here and still mining anyway. I'm glad they're doing that, but I also do wish them all the best, because the truth is the Chinese government really wants to appear powerful right now. They really want all of them at the top to say, look how cool we are. We can make you do this. We can make you do that. So they're going to try to be cracking down even harder. I really am praying for the people in China who are mining right now, and even though it seems like it's a mundane task, it's actually a little risky. They're doing it to feed their families. They're doing it because it's profitable. They're also doing it because it helps cryptocurrency as a whole. And there's a lot of huge cryptocurrency fans in China right now. But even though that's an interesting story, the big story of the day is not that. We just hit 500 viewers. So there we go. The like button pressage is working, bringing new people into our community. This is the big story of the day. Take a look at this article coming in from Benzinga. $973 million in Dogecoin transferred to unknown wallets after Tesla announcement. Let's go ahead and take a look at exactly what happened here, and I'll show you why this is even more interesting than a lot of people are making it out to be. So we saw this. 5,351,593,284 Dogecoin has been transferred to this wallet right here, which goes by D6DQAR2GE. Now the second largest Dogecoin wallet in the entire world after the number one spot, which we all know is Robinhood. This was Robinhood's previous wallet, DH5, which now has significantly less because they have transferred most of it from there to there. But with this wallet, this is a huge amount coming in. And a lot of people will chalk this up and say, hey, well, it came from another wallet, therefore that can't possibly be Tesla, can't possibly be Elon Musk. But what a lot of people are failing to realize is that one of the ways that these bigger companies like to buy things is through a private sale, which means all they would have to do is go up to someone who has a certain amount, make a deal with them with some kind of other structure in it, then they would get sent a certain amount and then they would hold it on their asset sheet, and that would mean that they can be holding without a problem. And especially if the deal is being made with an exchange, that's what we see more commonly. That's how Tesla was able to get Bitcoin in the first place. They made a deal with an exchange to actually get it and not have to pay nearly as high of a rate as in theory they would if they bought it with a bunch of small buys one after the other and having to pay fees and things like that. So this is obviously a smart way to do it. I think there's a decent chance that this right here was Tesla buying it from an exchange that had the Dogecoin already on there, which would be huge if that is the case. Because like we said, Tesla currently the 6th largest company in the world. Elon Musk already saying Tesla's going to be accepting it. And this buy literally happened 2 hours after the announcement. So it all lines up. It all makes sense. And if this is something that turns out to be true, it's going to be huge for Dogecoin, and it's going to be huge for all of us who have been putting our money in, putting our time in, having fun, the community. A really big deal. Elon Musk is not going to give up on Dogecoin until it becomes the cryptocurrency of Earth. And if you doubt Elon Musk, you're not the first person to do that. And so far, everyone who has definitely eaten their doubt for breakfast, lunch, and dinner multiple times, and then put a little bit of gravy on top, eat it again for an afternoon snack, some morning delight, some midnight chow, whatever the heck you want to do with it. You will be eating it if that is, of course, your opinion on the matter. As we take a look at the crypto rankings right now, you can see the number one cryptocurrency in the entire world. Who would have guessed? Oh, look at that. It's Bitcoin with a price right now at around 47,000. Let me scroll up and see it. There we go. 46,945. Up a tiny fraction of a percent today. Look at that. Huge activity on the market. Oh my gosh. Up 0.25%. We're rich now. Look at that. It's incredible. Oh, wow. Bitcoin up to that number. Oh, look at that. Just past 47,000 on the live. Ethereum up to 3,009. That's actually kind of a decent sized jump just for that 30-second period there. Maybe we'll see a run right now. That'd be cool. As Dogecoin has stayed around 17 cents, pretty much the entire market is staying stagnant. Avalanche, though, has gone down some. But Solana and Avalanche, because they're their own blockchain, have a little bit more staying ability, a little bit more momentum than the typical cryptos do. But speaking of staying ability and momentum, I think one thing you're definitely going to want to check out is manscaped.com/final stand. Let me go ahead and pull it up here. Manscaped.com/final stand. And you can see exactly how you can be looking more amazing, more beautiful. 20% off plus free shipping. Manscaped is by far the best product that you want to be looking at when it comes to grooming. That includes your downstairs Dogecoin with their significantly improved Manscaped razor. This is what you're going to want to be using over anything else. It feels way smoother. You can hear the difference in it. It is not like your typical razor. I'm so happy that I have switched over to this, especially for certain parts of your body, which maybe you shouldn't talk about on YouTube. But anyway, Manscaped right now is doing a Christmas holiday sale. They got some cool graphics on there. You know it's good when they have graphics like that. Otherwise, it just simply wouldn't be the case. Replaceable ceramic blades featuring skin-safe technology are set back from the edge precisely at 3 millimeters and precision engineered for maximum confidence and especially for trimming the downstairs Dogecoins. So you know what? It is what it is. Some good stuff there at Manscaped. They got lots of other cool products you can go check out too, including cologne that smells like success and some toner, which of course is going to be something your downstairs Dogecoins absolutely thank you for if you do get it. So go check that out in the link down there. Doge going to the moon, coming in from OG Doge King. I like that with the moon emoji and the rocket emoji. They're Manscaped for your COC, says Kevin Lee. I like that. LOL razor ad from, yeah, come on, Matt. We want to hear about Dogecoin and razors. All right, there we go. I don't know. Some people are like, okay, yeah, I'll go buy that. Other people are like, all right, Matt, just get back to the news. It just depends. I mean, if you need a product like that, then there we go. Now you have a good one and you get 20% off. If you don't, well, then you don't. Maybe one day you'll be like, oh yeah, Let me go back and click on that link because I want it now. Everyone needs something along those lines, or else you will become a hairy caveman, which is obviously not ideal, unless, of course, you are playing a hairy caveman in a play, in which case you definitely want to stay as far away from Manscaped as possible. Imagine someone clips that and sends it to Manscaped and we lose the sponsorship. Millionaires plan to add more crypto in 2022, millionaire survey finds. Now that's a pretty big deal, and we're going to talk more about that on tomorrow's episode. But this article, I think, is definitely one that I want to be praising because it says, look at this, we all need to stop only seeing the dark side of cryptocurrency. And this is coming in from Wired. Basically, the first time we're seeing some of these media outlets actually saying positive things about crypto, because a lot of them have just been on the negative side. In fact, overwhelmingly so, talking about how it's quote unquote bad for the environment, even though the stats clearly show that's not the case, not even close to the case. Other people saying that it's bad because of the people in the community. Well, we know, because we're in the community, it's a lot of amazing people who just want to better their lives and have fun and make the world a better place. The leaders in it, Elon Musk, well, he's an evil, greedy billionaire, they say, who never pays his taxes. Well, he's paying more in taxes than every single politician in the entire world combined. So they keep telling you false stuff. They keep using fake examples, no research, and trying to push their own narratives, which is what they typically do, and they always do. It doesn't matter what side they're on of which thing, no matter what, they'll try to lie to you to get more views, and because it makes them feel happy to push whatever narrative that they think is right, regardless of if it actually is or not. So there we go. A little bit of roasting for you there, but basically they said in this article how actually it is culturally making the world a better place. It's making people have more fun. It's also really helping with different things in terms of blockchain technology, different projects that are pretty cool, like DAOs, and different games that are making things more exciting, making life better. If you're happier, that is making life better. And there's a lot of people that are happier because of crypto and because of how fun it is. Also, if you're doing crypto, instead of doing other stuff, which maybe will get you in trouble out there in the world, well, boom, another thing that makes your life better and the world a better place, crypto is safe. It doesn't hurt you. You're not going to be someone who becomes a really bad crypto person and it hurts your life. Like, no, if you spend a lot of time on crypto, that typically will make your life better. I mean, maybe you spend too much time on it. There's nothing wrong with that, in my opinion, but maybe some people will think that. That's just simply what some people are going to say. The truth is, the more time you spend on that, the better, I think, because it's a lot of fun and you can make a lot of money from it. It's hard to go wrong with that. The US government has a massive secret stockpile of Bitcoin as well. Here's what happens to it. Basically, the US government has been piling up huge amounts of BTC. Why? Well, because the government does what governments do, and they confiscate it. They say, whoa, you committed a crime. Give me all your BTC right now. And then you say, okay, well, I'm a criminal. I guess I got to give you my BTC. Then they say, and you're going to jail. Well, oh, dang, I don't want to go to jail. Well, too bad. You're going to jail and we're taking your BTC. That's what happens, and that's how they get a lot of Bitcoin. Then they auction it off for the most part. And look at this. This is pretty crazy. So they auctioned off some in 2018 for $5 million. Now it's worth $23 million. Then also someone bought some for $19 million in 2014. Now that's worth $1.3 billion. So the government maybe not making the best moves. I mean, if you need someone to manage your crypto, Mr. Government, I'll be happy to do it. And then I'll make even worse moves so you lose more money and the people get more money. So don't hire me, government. Definitely don't do that. But do though, please. But don't. It's not smart. Doge X fam strong, coming in from OG Doge King. I like the sound of that. And yes, you're right. I mean, if you saw the amount of energy right now in the Doge X Discord is pretty dang insane. So I'm excited about that, and hopefully we'll see some cool things with it. But we can also see that more and more stuff is happening across the board when it comes to Elon Musk and what he's doing. But on top of that, we're also seeing some negative articles like this. Elon Musk is Time's 2021 Person of the Year. He doesn't deserve it. What? Why not? Well, this person makes the case that because Elon Musk is a billionaire and he's terrible and he does all this bad stuff all the time and he doesn't help the earth at all and he does this and does that and does this and he's bad and oh no and this accusation, this and blah, 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 blah. A bunch of random stuff that they're just having a little bit of a ball here, teeing off on Elon for pretty much no reason, using a bunch of fake stats, a bunch of fake information that's been debunked many times on it. And articles like this just show you why you don't necessarily like the media that much. I mean, we don't. Who does? You can see this article is by someone named Paris Max, and upon a quick Google search, it actually makes sense. Let me go ahead and pull up the roast music real quick before I show you a picture of Paris Max. Time to pull it up right now. Time to pull it up. We need some roast music for this, of course, here, because without the roast music, we are, of course, not commencing the roast in a good enough manner. Here we go. Here's the roast music. So it is time, of course, to roast this person. Paris Marx. Makes sense. That's his last name, right? It wouldn't surprise us at all. This is a picture of Paris Marx, and upon seeing the picture, you instantly realize, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Look at that. We got yellow eyeshadow there, a nose ring there. I mean, sometimes fashion choices tell you a lot about a person, and if a person's an extreme hater of Elon Musk, then perhaps they're more likely to make poor fashion choices. Why would you have a nose ring? I don't know. I mean, the yellow eyeshadow is actually not that bad. It looks kind of good. But the nose ring, I've never been a fan of those on men in particular. I mean, some women can pull it off, but I've never been that big of a fan of it. So, you know what? There's the roast right there. Why the heck are you saying silly stuff about Elon? Just focus on yourself. Write articles about positive, fun stuff. And if you want to do something negative, actually have facts to back it up. Don't just say a bunch of silliness that doesn't make any sense and is based off of your opinions rather than actual facts. So there we go. We did it. We roasted them. Oh, that's funny. So some interesting comments in the chat there. Anyway, I'm Matt Wallace. This is Final Stand, and I will see you on the Patreon.